CrossFit Milford, what is going on? We're back here on the CrossFit Milford Quickcast. And this is going to be a quick one, but I'm going to talk to everybody about how to taper for a Hyrox. Now, we have lots of people doing the Hyrox. We have a bunch of people who have done the New York City Hyrox, who are getting ready to do the New York City Hyrox, and people who are about to do Hyrox in the future. Now, the most important thing to think about when you get into a taper week is fatigue management. You want to be able to go into that main event feeling fresh. You're not going to gain any fitness in the week or 2 weeks leading into that main event. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, because they try to feel, all of a sudden they feel like they're behind the eight ball and they try to do extra work, get extra touches in, extra effort. And then you're going to go into that event feeling exhausted. When you're going into this final 1 weeks to your competition, and generally speaking, when you think about a taper, you're thinking 2 weeks out from that main competition. The volume's going to come down, but the intensity is going to stay up a little bit. And you want to keep that intensity up strategically with the right days in order to drive the right adaptation of feeling ready and fresh. However, you should be leaving every training session feeling like you want more, and that's good. So think about volume down, intensity up, and start that taper 2 weeks out from that main event. Now, as you get into about a week going into that Hyrox event, what are some things that you should be doing? Keep in mind of the first principle I talked about of fatigue management. Keep in mind that you don't want to do too much work where you feel exhausted. So let's say that you compete on, for the sake of conversation, a Saturday. I would come out to that Monday before, and I'd hit up possibly some 1K runs with a targeted rest of maybe 2 to 3 minutes, operating maybe just under your training pace. It shouldn't feel exhausting. You should feel good. And then on possibly Tuesday, I might hit up some form of interval session where I'm going to hit a 600 to 800 meter run at my targeted pace, mixed in with some of the movements that go into Hyrox. I might do this in a format of an EMOM, or maybe every X amount of minutes, and I might do maybe just 2 or 3 sets. Nothing that's going to be exhausting. Total training time might be 20 to 30 minutes. Wednesday I'll be off. I'll come in Thursday, and I'll possibly hit up some 400 meter runs a little faster than my targeted 1K pace, maybe for 3 or 4 sets, finish off with a long, easy run, and Friday off, Saturday, and I'm going to compete. Now, that's one quick example I just shot off from the top of my head of how to taper, but the key thing that you could possibly see from that is you're not overdoing it. You're hitting some intensity, you're hitting some work, but not too much work. You're giving yourself time to recover so you can go into that main event feeling great to do the best you possibly can. Hope this helps.